owing to many jabs and uppercuts from heaven and exposure to certain disciplinary measures from God, I'm almost like an immovable rock when it comes to my relationship with people. Intelligence doesn't move me because it's overemphasized. It's overrated. Intelligence doesn't cast out any demon. The best of intelligence failed at the face of COVID-19. They died so much in Spain and Italy that the president or the prime minister, is he the president, looked up to heaven and said, we have done everything, only help from heaven. People were dying to an extent where some of them in an hospital were removing their own oxygen, giving to somebody else that I know I'm dying, but you can take it. In Italy, a multimillionaire from the last floor of his hospital, of his hotel, having lost wife and children and mother and everybody, fell down and died. They pour money on the street of Italy. Money became nothing. Money failed. We saw it. I saw it with my eyes here. Europe, how people were very helpless with all the intelligence. You know? So intelligence doesn't mean anything to me in case you are intelligent. Beauty means nothing. There is only one thing I look for. And I'm saying that to say this. Very obvious. Dr. Ibua is intelligent. You know? But in things of the spirit, intelligent, the equation that he can solve is too minimal. It's relegated to mundane, ephemeral things. I used to be very intelligent, until everything scattered. So I became a prayer warrior. I only know how to cry now. I'm no longer intelligent. I don't know how to face whatever. So what moves me? When I see anybody's humility and consistency, those two things, and the equation of who God taps on, who God uses, who God blesses. When you find humility and you find consistency, you have found a man that's not only useful to God, but useful to humans. And that's what I found in Ebua. You see him coming as a person who has started practicing surgery, been a surgeon since 2012. That's 14 years. 10 years around the time he came around here, or 11 years roughly. That's a top-notch worker, according to the standard of who a normal human being should be in Nigeria. Is rated. Is an A-list worker, professional in Nigeria. And I saw him, I was watching him. From the first 2 weeks, I know who he was, or who he is now. But there needs to be some proofs. Then he walk around, I see him around, and whatever. See where he relegated himself to, behind the camera. And he's doing it with gusto. I've put a lot of young people there. And one of them will just sit down and just say, I don't like it. You know, it doesn't befit me. I can sit much more inside the studio and be doing things, but on the camera, no. You know, I've seen. But I saw a 38-year-old man, a young man, standing there and doing it with joy. And when he said, let us pray, he's lifting up his hands and pray. He has seen money. He has seen all of those forever. But also, he has had the dealings of God. All right, so when you see people come to this church, don't regard intelligence. Somebody will just rape you for nothing on the basis of intelligence. You know? Watch whether there is humility and consistency. With humility and consistency, God can turn anybody to anything. With humility, humble yourself under the mighty hand of God. Resist the devil. When you are humble, you will resist the devil very well. With consistency, the glory of God will be a continuum.